He is miracle food. It's the best for detoxing, cleansing, healing, removing inflammation, and boosting your immune system. It's suitable for all ages, and it helped me out tremendously during pregnancy. Allergen-free, gluten-free, 100% organic, all-natural, and vegan. Talkfordoctor.org, 818-429-1675.
So it's not like we hung out all the time, but that was my homie. Word. That was my guy.
Now, when you was locked up, did you meet like the Central Park Five?
Yeah, when I was young, when I was 15, this is when I met Nori. Like, it's crazy because we all met at the same time. Me, Nori, a few members of the Central Park Five, like that was an intricate part of my life. That was a schooling part of my life, and that was a definitely a part of my life that learned me not to be judgmental because, meeting these brothers, I knew from the moment I met these brothers that they was innocent. You know what I'm saying? So anybody could have judged them like, yo, these rapists or whatever. You know what I mean? But I learned that, that was my most humbling situation to see how they had so much love. I expected it to be hate, but it was so much love, and it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my brothers to this day. Raymond Santana, Yusef Salam, Kevin Richardson. You know what I'm saying? These are all my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
All these brothers, my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Where now thinking about that initially when you first met them, did you think that they were guilty of it based off of all the nonsense we heard on TV about it, and maybe what you might have heard about it?
Honestly, I didn't care whether they were guilty or not because I was living my own hell. You know what I mean? I was living my own hell. They was living their hell. I heard about it on the news. I seen it, whatever. It went in one ear, but it was national attention, so it was big. Like, it's not like you couldn't see it. It's like it's not like I didn't notice it. It's not like I wasn't abreast of the situation. But I'm ducking bullets when I walk out my door. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some paper when I walk out my door. So until I got locked up and I met the brothers, you know what I'm saying? I had no opinion whatsoever. You know what I mean? I thought it was a fucked up situation because by that time, a lot of facts from when it happened to the time I met them, they already sat down for some years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not like it just happened. They already sat down for some years.
Now, did you meet? You said you met Nori at the same time. You guys were about 15 years old in the same prison. How long after that did you guys start putting together a group and rapping together?
I say we met in 92. So you figure 3.5 years, because we both did about 2 years from that point. We met together in jail. So after that, it was probably 1.5 years on the street. By the time we got our record deal, 1.5 years, almost 2 years, 1.5 years. So, it wasn't like we just came home and got right to it. Nah, it took some time. And we just, because originally I was going to do my solo album. And then when things didn't work out with the situation with Faith Newman, not Faith Evans, Faith Newman, when things didn't work out, that's when we started looking the other way, you know what I mean? And I was like, if I'm going to do something different, I'm going to do it with my man. So Nori came home. I said, yo, we're going to do this together. And at that time, we never really rhymed to each other. So I knew he could rhyme, but I never really paid attention to him. I just knew that was my brother. We're going to do this shit together because I'm the only child. So at that moment, I spent my last 2.5 years of my life with him. That was my brother.
Yeah, it goes together. Y'all flows go together. So you were the one, and he was the one who was like, you know what? Let's put a group together and match our chemistry together and put it out there to the world.
Yeah, it was just when we did our first record, it was like, holy shit. Because it was my situation. You know what I mean? The record was on my studio time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So naturally, I was appalled, like, oh shit, my nigga got it. All right, come on, fuck it. We're gonna do this. I loved it. Made it easier for me, you know what I mean? But it worked out for the best. It worked out. It changed both our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was 95. Y'all won the Source Award. Not Source Award, the Source Magazine, the Unsigned Hype John.
Yeah.
Right around the time of Biggie and Tupac, and that's hot. And then you guys are coming up as the next thing in New York, and y'all came out fucking full steam ahead. But just talk about the atmosphere and how that was. You one of the top young talents going on, and seemingly to the public, there's a war going on Coast when it comes to hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the crazy thing is we, coming into that whole East and West Coast beef, it was like we didn't have no beef with nobody. You know what I mean? We didn't have no beef with Dogg Pound. We didn't have no beef with Snoop. We didn't have no beef with Pop. We didn't have no beef with Death Row. But what happened was you get two hungry motherfuckers from the hood and they see an opportunity. We saw an opportunity. There was nobody else making responses. Nobody did a response. And we waited and waited till we like, all right, we gonna do it. And we did it. And Puff was gonna use it. And he wound up not using it. But it worked out because I'm glad he didn't use it because that might have been just because of the nature of the record, it could have turned out bad for hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could have turned out bad for hip hop. Me not knowing at the time, I was being minute minded. I was being juvenilistic, thinking that he don't want to use my shit. But I didn't know the ramifications that shit could have caused. Like, even though we didn't have no beef with Snoop, we didn't have no beef with Dogg Pound, that could have started real beef.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he didn't use it, but
Is that why he didn't use it, do you think, or was it another reason?
I think that's why he didn't use it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it now.
Yeah, word.
And I didn't respect it because I looked at it like a soft move. But that was actually a boss move. You know what I'm saying? And I respected it, So I can't even be mad. I just look at it like it made us go harder. We took the opportunities in our own hand. And it was just from there, it was like, we threw the fake Snoop off the bridge. It became fun for us. It wasn't no pressure because it was just us now. It was less pressure. And it was fun. Daz and Corrupt is our brothers now. You know what I'm saying? Snoop is the big home.
So you after you guys do the diss track, LA, was it ever a time where it got, you got any tension with LA or the West Coast, or did it ever go that far for you guys? Like when you were traveling, did you hear anything, any threats, anything?
Nah, the crazy shit is LA was our fucking one of our dopest markets. Damn. Like when I came home from jail in 99, the first place I went to was LA for the Source Awards. And everybody was getting robbed that year. Everybody was getting robbed at the Source Awards that year. And we was good. We had Corrupt and them holding us, you know what I'm saying? We was good. But the funny thing is, it was dudes we seen that was shaky, and they looking at us. We looking at them. They like, Capone and Noreaga? Nah, they good. And let us keep it, you know what I'm saying? So, it was super LA love. That's why LA is one of our favorite spots now to hang out. We don't even meet in the hood no more. We meet in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. LA is different, man. But you still can't get caught slipping. We see that, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to people that lost their lives in LA, man.
Absolutely.
City.
Now you guys are about to get ripping. CNN's about to drop. Everything's about to go crazy, and then you get locked up. How did that go down, and how did you feel looking back at it now, as obviously an older, mature man staring at a younger kid? How do you look at that now?
I look at it like I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate things, stars don't align the way you expect them to, and I think that's one of the situations that taught me to be tougher. But it was definitely a boulder that was on my shoulder that I felt like, damn, like why now? You get them things that happen and you like, why now? And for me, that was my why now moment. But I understood why now because, I had just gotten shot. I just had lost my moms. I just had lost my aunt and my uncle. Mm-hmm. I just had, caught a case. It just so many things that was going on that I think God wanted me to sit down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wanted me to sit down and look at what the blessings he gave me and said, nigga, the only way I'm gonna sit you down forever or I'm gonna sit you down for these 3 years. What you want? And I took the 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up. So, that I look at it like it's a blessing because my brother, he held it down while I was gone. I came back to a better situation than when I left.